Digital A11Y Insights, your accessibility partner. Hello everyone. Today we're going to discuss the significance of providing name, role and value. We're also going to talk about its importance, some benefits, good practices, failure scenarios and how we can fix them. In every website, web application, mobile or any application, all the UI controls, whether native or custom built, must have a name, role and value that includes state property and value. By incorporating these attributes, we can ensure an inclusive and user-friendly experience for everyone. Each attribute plays a crucial role in shaping our digital experiences. So let's explore them one by one. Name. The name attribute represents the visible and invisible label that describes the purpose of the control, like sign in or submit. These names provide clear instructions and guide users toward the intended action. Role. The role attributes define the function of the UI control, like link, button, radio button, checkboxes, etc. Each role serves a specific purpose. A link, for example, navigates us to another page or resource. A button triggers an action when clicked. Radio buttons and checkboxes enable us to make selections. And value. The value attribute represents the behavioral change of control after the user interacts with the control. Consider radio buttons and checkboxes, which can be checked or unchecked to reflect our choices. Accordion type button expand or collapse to reveal or hide content. Toggle buttons switch between different states, and in the case of a volume slider, the volume may represent the current volume or the volume level after adjustment. Now, let's take a look at some of the benefits of name, role, and value. Implementing name, role, and value attributes in UI controls brings significant benefits to users relying on assistive technologies such as screen readers and speech input software. It gives you enhanced user experience by providing a clear name. Users can quickly identify the purpose of control, facilitating smoother navigation within the interface. And it gives you improved functionality. Accurate role assigned to controls enable assistive technologies to understand their intended actions. This empowers users to interact effectively with their application. And real-time updates. Through value attributes, users receive timely notifications about changes in control states or properties. This ensures that they are always aware of the dynamic behavior within the interface. Now, let's take a look at some good practices. A website uses only HTML specified controls according to their specification. Therefore, all the UI controls have appropriate name, role, and value by default. This ensures compatibility with assistive technologies, creating a seamless user experience. Let's look at one failure scenario. A project management application has UI controls, scripted and custom built to meet the complex nature of the application. However, the name, role, and value of these controls are not set programmatically. This makes the application unusable for screen reader users and other assistive tech users. It's very crucial to rectify these accessibility issues. Let's see how we can fix them. Native controls. When building website, web apps or mobile applications, prioritize the use of native controls that come built into the language of platform. Native controls inherently provide default accessibility features, include name, role, and value attributes. And ARIA for custom controls. If native controls do not support the required role, property, or state, or if a visible name cannot be provided, consider utilizing ARIA. Accessible Rich Internet Application for custom-built controls in websites and apps. ARIA enables developers to enhance accessibility by specifying appropriate name, role, and value attributes. In conclusion, implementing the principles of name, role, and value is crucial for creating inclusive and accessible digital experiences. By providing clear names, accurate roles, and meaningful values to UI controls, we empower all users to effectively navigate and interact with application, fostering a more inclusive online environment. This is the end of the video. Thank you for joining. If you like the video, do like and subscribe.